No handshake, no hug, only a formal namaste. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar gave
एस जयशंकर ने बिलावल की तरफ बिना देखे ऐसे शब्द बाण चलाए कि पाकिस्तान की गिगी बन गई। उन्होंने कहा कि कोरोना काल में भी कुछ देश आतंकी गतिविधियों को अंजाम देने में लगे थे।
While the world was engaged in facing COVID and its consequences, the menace of terrorism continues unabated. Taking our eyes off this menace would be detrimental to our security interests.
SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, is an Eurasian political, economic, and international security and defense organization. It is the world's largest regional organization in terms of geographical expansion and population, covering approximately 60% of the area of Eurasia and 40% of the world population. Prior to SCO in 2001, Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan were the members of Shanghai Five. Shanghai Five emerged from a series of border demarcation and demilitarization talks which the four former Soviet republics held with China to ensure the stability along the borders. Following the accession of Uzbekistan to the organization in 2001, the Shanghai Five was renamed the SCO. India and Pakistan became its member in 2017. Now there are 8 members in the SCO: Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Pakistan. So what are their objectives? Their objective is to strengthen the mutual trust and neighboring amongst the member state, promoting effective cooperation in politics, trades and economy, research and tech and culture, enhancing ties in education, energy, transport, tourism, environment protection and etc., maintain and ensure peace, security and stability in the region, and establishment of democratic, fair and rational new international political and economic order. So here's the question that comes into your mind is why it is so important for the perspective of India. Indian membership of SCO can help in achieving regional integration, promote connectivity and stability across the border. India, through RATS, can improve its counter-terrorism abilities by working towards intelligence sharing, law enforcement and developing best practices and technology. Through the SCO, India can also work on anti-drug trafficking and small arms proliferation. SCO provides a direct access to Central Asians, overcoming the main hindrance in flourishing of trade between the India and Central Asia. SCO acts as an alternative route to Central Asia economic ties. Central Asian countries provides India with a market for its ITs, telecommunication, banking, finance and pharmaceutical industry. Geopolitical. Central Asia is a part of India's extended neighborhood. SCO can provide India an opportunity to pursue the Connect Central Asian policy. It helps India to fulfill its aspiration of playing an active role in its extended neighborhood as well as taking the ever-growing influence of China in Eurasia. Now, let us come to our topic, what happened in the SCO meet. Pakistan Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto indirectly ranked up the Kashmir issues at the SCO in an apparent violation of decorum of the multilateral nature of the event. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said that India has violated international commitment with the removal of the special status for Jammu and Kashmir. He was addressing Pakistan journalists reporting in the SCO meeting. The minister also appeared to push back India's long-held stance against the Pakistan state backing of terrorist group. Pakistan's foreign minister also remarked that let's not get caught up in weaponizing terrorism for diplomatic point scoring. In reply, Dr. S. Jaishankar remarks that
as a foreign minister of an SCO member state, Mr. Bhutto Zardari was treated accordingly. As a promoter, justifier, and I'm sorry to say spokesperson of a terrorism industry, which is the mainstay of Pakistan, his positions were called out and they were countered, including at the SCO meeting itself.
Continues unabated. Taking our eyes off this menace would be detrimental to our security interests.
एस जयशंकर ने ये भी कहा कि आतंकवाद का कोई औचित्य नहीं हो सकता और इसे रोकने के लिए कड़े कदम उठाने चाहिए। उन्होंने एससीओ के सदस्य देशों को याद दिलाया कि आतंकवाद भी एक अहम एजेंडा है।
Finance for terrorist activities must be seized and blocked without distinction.
So let me come to the specifics. On the China-Pakistan economic corridor, the so-called corridor, I think it was made very clear, not once but twice in the SCO meeting, that connectivity is good for progress, but connectivity cannot violate the territorial integrity and sovereignty of states. So this has been our long-standing position. Nobody should have any doubt about it, and I assure you, those who are in the room today have no doubt about it. I made sure of that. Regarding आपका दूसरा जो था वो G20 के बारे में था. Now, I don't think there is a G20 issue to debate with anybody. Certainly not with a country which is nothing to do with the G20. I mean, Jammu and Kashmir was, is, will always be a part of India, and the G20 meetings are held in all the Indian states and union territories. So it is completely natural that it is held there. जो आपका जो दूसरा सवाल जो था कि from what I understood that India and Pakistan should sit together. Victims of terrorism do not sit together with perpetrators of terrorism to discuss terrorism. Victims of terrorism defend themselves, counter acts of terrorism, they call it out, they delegitimize it, and that is exactly what is happening. So to come here and preach these hypocritical words as though we are on the same boat, I mean, we are